Hello and welcome back to the autodoc YouTube channel. My name is George and today we're going to be talking about the best tools for working on your car. Now before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of the latest videos. Now let's get into it. Okay then, so as you can see we have a wide variety of socket sets, and we'll start off with probably the most commonly used socket set, which is generally the 1/2 inch socket set. And I actually have both shallow and deep sockets ranging from 10mm all the way up into 32mm. This socket set also includes a 1/2 inch extension and a 1/2 inch universal joint. Obviously with the socket set you will need a ratchet of some kind. This is a 1/2 inch ratchet and it does the job quite nicely. Now the next socket set then is the male Torx socket set, and that ranges from a T20 all the way up into a T80. Now these are generally going to cover most of the bolts and screws on your car, but if you need anything smaller, say a T10 or a T15, that is what this 1/4 inch socket set is for, which I will move on to now. This is like I said, a 1/4 inch socket set, so this is for your more smaller and more intricate nuts and bolts, and this actually has a metric socket set in it as well, ranging from 4.5mm all the way up into a 14mm, and it comes with a bunch of extensions as well, so a nice long extension there, a shorter one, a breaker bar, if you could call it that, which there's really not much point in using that, but if ever you need to use that, if ever you need to break away a couple of smaller bolts, obviously you can use that for that. It also comes with a universal joint and a range of different other sockets as well. So we have some Allen sockets, and then we have some smaller Torx sockets as well, and various different screwdriver bits as well. And the final socket set that you will most likely need for working on your own car is the female Torx socket set, and these range anywhere from an E10 to a E24. Now these are generally going to cover you for working on your own car. You may find some instances that you need a slightly smaller than an E10, say an E8, but it's not very common to need that size. Okay then, so another set of tools that you should have when working on a car is a good set of screwdrivers. Now it's a good idea to have some flat-headed ones and also some Phillips headed screwdrivers. Obviously you can go ahead and undo screws with these, but they also come in handy when it comes to releasing some electrical connectors. When electrical connectors have been on the car for say 10+ years, it is a good idea to release them with a small flat-headed screwdriver, just so that you don't run the risk of potentially snapping them. Okay then, so another handy tool when it comes to working on your own car is a set of vice grips. Now these can come in very handy when it comes to trying to remove a rounded bolt, for example. You can clamp these on with quite a bit of force and potentially undo them with these grips. Now then, this tool, if you don't know what it is actually a oil filter wrench attachment, and this attaches to a 1/2 inch ratchet. Now if you have one of those oil filters where it doesn't have a attachment on it to fit to a socket, and you're just supposed to turn it by hand, now you may find that when it comes to remove it you cannot turn it by hand, so using something like an oil filter wrench or an attachment like this, which goes onto a 1/2 inch ratchet, comes in very handy. I've had to use this a handful of times myself. It essentially just turns, bites into the filter, and then allows you to eventually release it. So it comes in very handy, this tool. Okay then, so the next set of tools that comes in very handy when you are working on your own car is a good set of ratchet spanners, and as you can see, these range from 8mm all the way up into 19mm. Now these come in particularly handy when it comes to getting in a tight space where you cannot necessarily fit a socket and ratchet in there. With these, they basically take away the pain of using a regular conventional spanner, having to keep removing the spanner from the bolt just to get an extra quarter of a turn on. As long as you can fit the spanner over the bolt, you can just undo the bolt freely without having to keep removing the spanner. So these come in very, very handy when it comes to tight spaces. Okay then, so the next tool is a brake line spanner, and as you can see, it is not a regular ring spanner. There is slots in the end, and these allow for the brake line to fit through, so then you can get on to the nut to remove them. Now, why would I recommend this over a regular spanner? Well, if you use a regular spanner, obviously on the ring side you cannot get it onto the nut because there's not a slot in it to allow the brake line to go through. And if you attempt to use the open-ended side, there is a good chance that you will end up rounding the nut. Now, typically with brake lines, especially if they have not been touched in a good few years, they will round very, very easily because they will generally be quite corroded. Now, when it comes to which size spanner do you need, generally brake line nuts are either 10mm or 11mm, and this obviously covers both of those. Okay then, so I have saved the best till last, and what we have here is a pair of impact wrenches. Now, these are generally not essential for working on your own car, but they do make things a hell of a lot easier and quicker, especially when it comes to removing some of your tighter and more rustier bolts. Now, generally this is the impact wrench that I use. It has a breakaway torque of up to 200 Newton meters, but this has a breakaway torque exceeding 1000 Newton meters, so this will remove some pretty tight and rusty bolts. Now, generally I don't like tightening up bolts with the impact wrenches. Obviously you can end up over torquing them, putting too much stress on the bolts, and then end up snapping them. So generally what I like to do is just use a regular ratchet and then finish up torquing them down to the correct specification with a torque wrench. This is actually a 3/8 one, but I do have a 3/8 to 1/2 inch attachment, so I can attach the other 1/2 inch sockets to them. And this ranges anywhere from 7 Newton meters all the way to 105 Newton meters. I also do have a bigger torque wrench which goes up to 150 Newton meters for when it comes to torquing down my wheels and other things as well. But if you have a torque wrench, then obviously make sure it is suitable to your torque specifications. Okay then, so that is it from me. That is the best tools for working on your own car. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a like if you have. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Remember to subscribe to the autodoc YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time.